mic on. What's good, family? It's Deeper One. This is the Deeper One live stream. It is Thursday night, coming at you at 8:15 Central Standard Time. We are kicking it tonight. We're going to talk about high quality men and women. This conversation has been discussed for the last few months to no end. It's been discussed a lot, and I feel like when we've discussed it on the Kevin Samuels tip, like everybody was like, oh well, I'm high quality, they not realizing that this conversation that Kevin Samuels was having was really not really for the average people. It wasn't really for us. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to come on and be like, what is a high quality man or a high quality woman to the average? For the average. That's what we're going to talk about today. But before we get into that, y'all, before we get into it, I got to talk about today's developments with Derrick Jaxn. Now, this morning, if y'all might have seen me this morning, I came on live this morning on Instagram. And hold up. And we were talking about what this could be. Like, could this be possibly the latest marketing gimmick by Mr. Jaxn? Or is the kingdom really crumbling? Is it crumbling? Is it crumbling, or are we just being bamboozled yet once again? And so if y'all haven't been privy to the latest, now, like I've been saying, I kind of feel like this could be possibly a publicity stunt, right? Could be. But with today's developments, I don't know about that. But I'm going to keep that in the back of mind. But today, another one came out. She came clean. Apparently, he was seeing a surgeon out in Atlanta. This surgeon called in to Tasha K's show on YouTube and spilt it. Spilt the business. Now check this out. Now remember when we said Derrick is probably sitting outside these hoes' house doing the videos? Do y'all remember when we said that? When we said this MF is probably on his way to cheating or coming back from cheating? Well, one of the videos he did, she came through and said they watched the video and she said her house was in the background of the video. Derrick Jaxn is the gift that keeps on giving this week. He made a video with the latest mistress's house in the background. All right. Now, she provided Tasha K, the receipts. She also sent a picture of Derek in her house. I would play. I might play some in the video. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I just wanted to put y'all on to the latest developments. Because out the corner of my eye today, when I was working on something else, and I was looking at my Instagram, I seen a couple people be like, "Well, I still support him. I still support him." Okay. You can do that if you want to. So, if you want the video, Tasha K. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll post it on my Facebook page, and y'all can. You can go to my Facebook page, Deeper One, and y'all can watch it at your leisure. But let me tell you, I didn't even know who Tasha K was until Derek Jackson. Apparently, they have some type of beef, some type of rivalry, and I'm here for it. So I'm gonna drop the link to the video because I'm not gonna play it tonight because that's not tonight's topic, and I don't want Derek Jackson to overtake the topic. But I posted the link in there for all y'all to see. Let me see. Oh, and if you're watching me from my Facebook page, I also posted the link there. So when y'all go get a chance, you go over there and you check it out. Now let's get to it. There you go. There's your summary. Derek Jackson got a third mistress that came through with receipts. Bam. We just gonna have to see how things play out. Now let's move on. High quality men, high quality women. How is that defined? How can that be defined? What would you consider your idea of what a high quality man, a high quality woman is? A lot of you don't know. And a point I was making earlier, which is a glaring point that needs to be re-evaluated right now, is that, ladies and gentlemen, you need to do a better job at picking your partners. You gotta do a better job. And what's good, Marcos? What's good, my brother? What's good? What is good? Marcos, I am actually broadcasting on YouTube. You're gonna have to come over here, brother, to come up. Because Instagram has me on a timer and they shut my shit off after 1 hour. So you want to come on over on YouTube, and I'll send you a Zoom link and you can come on up and we can chat. All right, so what we saw here is we have a problem, seems to be, as people, to be choosing the wrong people. And this is really directed at the ladies, because I believe the ladies suffer from this problem more so than the men. Now, case in point, okay? Case in point. Let's talk about the case in point and what happened today. The surgeon, all right? The surgeon. She was a surgeon. Was seeing Derek Jackson. Now, she claims that she didn't know all of his issues that was going on this week. She knew that he was married, But you know, he was doing what he always does, is tell these yep, just go to YouTube and type in Deeper One. You'll see me. But he'll go do what he always does, what he normally does. And that is, you know, say, hey, you know, I'm married, but we're getting divorced, we're separated, this and that and the other. You know, and he told her stories that didn't really add up. And she fucked with him anyway. She fucked with him anyway. Now, why would you do that? And this is very common. This is super common. Ladies, y'all do this all the time. You do it all the time. You don't really know how to pick them very well. Y'all don't really know. So now she's caught up. Now this dude went so far as to block her. Okay, this is how he had his planned out and how smooth he thought he was trying to be, right? He literally blocked her and everything. Now supposedly she didn't know who he was before she started messing with him. She said she had never seen any of his videos. She had to get her sister's phone because he literally blocked her and everything. Let me make sure my connection ain't getting shady. He literally blocked her and everything. So she still knew, but she still messed with him. She still, you know, fucked him 4 or 5 times. She kept dates and times and when he came over and all this. Now here's the thing. Would you consider a separated man high value? Think about that. A separated man, high value. Would you consider that? I personally, those of you that are in the YouTube, please like the broadcast. I would appreciate you. Appreciate you come in, like the broadcast. I do not consider that high value. That's not high value at all. If you don't know the situation that's popping off and the truth of it, what's good, Kayla? What's good? It's probably not a situation you want to find yourself in. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I've been in where I saw somebody shortly who was separated, and you know, I had to step away from it and tell that person, hey, you know, when the ink hits the paper, what's good, Kimmy, and the divorce is final, come through. But until then, you know, this is probably not a good idea. So why would you be choosing someone that you know could very well be having a shady situation going on? Now, I've been in the situation that we just we're together for the kids, because I stayed, you know, I did the staying for the kids thing for a little while and realized that really just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Now, well, I wouldn't necessarily say separated is always unsure. Generally, there are some other issues that could be at play. In the situation I was in, the divorce, I mean, for a divorce to go final, sometimes it could take up minimum 3 months, almost up to possibly a year or more. But separated and still living in the same house, no. That, no. We're not doing that. That's not high quality. I know, I'm talking shit. That's not high quality. If you want high quality, you got to be high quality. And do you consider yourself high quality? I want those of you that are in the YouTube room, in the YouTube chat, if you feel you are a high quality person, put a 1 in the chat. And if you are, I want you to come on up. We're going to get you on Zoom. And you're going to tell us what makes you high quality. I want to know. I want to know. Now, those of you that are on Instagram, I say YouTube. This is for Instagram because I can't manage them both at the same time. So, love, if you want to come over to the YouTube, then I can bring you up over here. Instagram will interrupt the feed, and then once it does, I'm not coming back on. So if you just want to go to YouTube, type in Deeper One, you'll see that I'm live. Like the broadcast, come on in, hit the chat. Kayla Wren, why don't you come up? Talk to your boy. See what you got. Hit that Zoom link. Let's see why you consider yourself a high quality. Why? Don't be shy. You be coming in here, always, got some good commentary, some comments, and you don't want to be coming up. Fine. And then I'll let somebody over on the gram come up then. I thought we were cool. Okay, so my show now is Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays. Oh, you want to be a 2 when you're in the hot seat, huh? Okay. All right, we'll see about that. Kayla Wren, she over there playing around. All right, but she wanted a homie, so I'll let her slide on this one. Okay, so you number ones. I want a number one. I'll let it slide, and I'll let somebody on Instagram come up if they want to come up. But otherwise, come on over to YouTube because I want to talk to you ones that's thinking, you ones. We need some conversation. A new Leafy, when you come over, there's a link in the chat. Please make sure you like it before you enter the room. I would appreciate y'all liking the broadcast when you come in and out. That would be great. Helps me get people to find my videos, y'all, when y'all like the video when you come into the room. I want to know who thinks they're high value and want to come up in the hot seat and tell me why. I'm ready to hear it. So what we doing, those of you that are just entering in Instagram, the question of the night is, are you a high value person? And if you are, you're going to have to come up in the hot seat and explain how you are. We're going to do that first. So we got somebody that's going to come up in a minute. Because I want to know, because everybody's view of what they consider high value is different, and high value, high quality, whatever. I'm interchanging it between the two. I keep saying high value, but my title says high. My title in the gram says high quality, but my title on YouTube says high value. So we just gonna say they're interchangeable for the sake of that. But what do you consider that? Now, in my humble opinion, someone considered high value or high quality, there's some baseline traits at play. It's not going to be any subjective ideas, any subjective opinions. There are some baseline traits that make a person high quality. All right? This ain't gonna have nothing to do with money and stuff like that. There's some baseline traits. And what I wanna see before I give y'all the business is what you consider yourself as high quality. What those traits are. Because it's not always about money, and that's a lot of what the women try to make it for. That's what Kevin Samuels tried to. He's trying to throw that in there as far as what a high value man is, and that's his own spin on it. But there is definitely some baseline qualities for a high value person. If these qualities are not present, it's a dub, all right? It's a dub. So they got to be present. We're going to take a quick moment. Someone's trying to come up. So, okay. Baseline traits. I'm going to start with number 1. Because y'all taking too long trying to get up here. Now, Kimmy, those aren't necessarily traits. Speaking of Kimmy, did you get my email I sent you last week that you ain't responded to? Did you get it? Side-eye you. Okay. Baseline traits. All right. Number 1. Character. Good character. Good character. Now, hey, sometimes you gotta do that to get people to get it popping and come on and get in here. All right, I'll send you another one after the broadcast. Kimmy said she was ready to do that work, and I sent that email and I ain't hear back. So I was like, oh, okay, well, is she though? So I gotta behoove you to get it popping. All right, good character. Now, y'all want to know, okay, what would be considered good character? Some traits of someone with good character. Honesty. Honesty. That's number 1. Honesty. A person with good character maintains a high level of honesty. Now, we all tell a little bit, little white lies here and there. I'm talking more about the blatant lies. But honesty, compassion, loyal. Those are 3 qualities of a person with good character. These have to be present. There is no, when we're talking about this high quality, high value thing, you either got them all or you got nothing. You gotta have to have them all. So a person with good character is gonna have a level of honesty, compassion, and loyalty. That's baseline. That's baseline. And if you want to toss in some other shit as an addition, that's cool. But that's the baseline. What is required? Hope y'all taking notes. And somebody take notes for me too in case I forget. Next, the next quality of a high value or high quality person is integrity. This one, listen, this one a lot of y'all really be missing on this one. A lot of y'all don't really be looking for this in the people that you be trying to date. I rarely hear somebody say, you know what, I'm just trying to check out what they're, if he's a man of his integrity or not. I don't hear no women ever say that. I don't hear y'all ever say that. Ever. And it's a damn shame. It's got to have a certain level of integrity. I don't know why YouTube is tripping. If he ain't got integrity, that's one of the ones definitely. If they ain't got that, there's no quality within. You have to have a good integrity. And y'all don't be checking for that. You don't be checking for it. It's a damn shame. You need a drink, Kimmy. You need a drink. Go get your drink. Go get your drink. Put your drinks up. I don't have nothing to drink tonight. Actually, I do, but I'm not in. When I looked at it in the refrigerator, I was like, I don't really know if I really want to mess with that. So right now we've got character and integrity. The next trait of a high quality person is, this one's going to hurt because a lot of people fail here. Emotional intelligence and maturity. Now I can see a whole bunch of F's flying on this one. Big red F's. Back in the day when the teacher used to write the grade on the paper. I don't know if they still do that. Big red F's. A lot of people fail right here. Right here. Completely fail. Just bomb. Emotional intelligence and emotional maturity. This one, in my opinion, along with integrity, is really 2 of the highest qualities a person should strive to have. What do I mean by emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. Just recently, as y'all know, I'm a life coach. And within the last 6 months, I became certified. But certified in several areas. But my latest certification is what I received is in emotional intelligence. So I received certification in emotional intelligence and life coaching. And I'm going to break down 5 elements to emotional intelligence that y'all need to make sure is present in your high quality person. And I'm going to explain to you why each of these are important. Self-awareness. An emotionally intelligent person is self-aware. They're self-aware not only of their strengths, but they're self-aware of their weaknesses. They're self-aware of their faults. They understand that they're not perfect, but they also understand where they maintain strength. And they know how to use their strengths and weaknesses accordingly and not let their weaknesses rule them. I'm going to say that again. Not let their weaknesses rule them. And I'm going to give you a perfect example of this. But I'm going to put two of these together. Self-awareness and self-regulation. And I'm going to give you an example of where this applies in y'all's lives. Right here on the internet. Right here on the internet, in comments, on people's pages, on IG, on Facebook. When I see somebody wilding in the comments and in their feelings, I immediately deem them as emotionally unintelligent. Automatically. Now, most of the time, I won't even entertain a conversation with a person that I have deemed downright stupid. But some days I got time. Some days I got time. So I might just do it. I got time sometimes. Okay? Some days I got time. But most of the time, when I see people slide, like today, I had to cancel somebody. I had to cancel them and I had to block them because they couldn't control their emotions. They couldn't control their emotions and they didn't have any self-awareness of their role in the argument that they were making. And then they could not self-regulate themselves to shut their damn mouth. Okay? And they just kept talking. And I gave a warning and I said, you say one more thing to me, I'm going to block you. So not only did she try it, not in the comments, she tried it in the DMs. And I blocked her. So not only was she not self-aware, she had no self-regulation to control her emotions in her mouth. Third, motivation. You got to be motivated to be an emotionally intelligent person. You have to be. Because you understand the importance of motivation and where your motivation is going to take you. There's no way that you can be emotionally intelligent and have a severe lack of motivation. Now, we're all unmotivated at times. But if you're overall unmotivated, that's a wrap. Next, empathy. Empathy is self-explanatory. There ain't a way in the world that you can have any type of emotional intelligence or maturity and not be empathetic. Now, let's not get things twisted. Some people like to automatically say, well, if someone's not empathetic, they're narcissists, and that's not completely true. A narcissist, one of the signs of being a narcissist is lack of empathy, but that lack of empathy does not automatically make someone a narcissist. Empathy's got to be present. And the last one, social skills. Obviously, intelligent people, if your emotions are in check, you obviously got to have social skills because you're interacting with people. That's the only way really people are going to see your emotional intelligence and your ability to identify it in others. That is the third trait in a quality man or woman. We have so far listed character, integrity, and emotional intelligence. Those are the top three in a quality individual. Next, how a person carries themselves. I'm glad you got your drink. How a person carries themselves. This is a very important trait of a high quality man or woman. A person that takes care of themselves well. A person that makes sure when they leave their house, they are looking presentable. And they understand that you could run into anybody at any time. You're never going to use the line of, you're never going to use deflection or any of those type of, lines where you like to, kind of prop yourself up to feel better about when you're lacking. You know that your appearance is important. You know that first impressions are important. And as a quality individual, you are going to do your best to manage how you look. You're going to be clean. You're going to smell good. You're going to dress good. Now, I'm not saying that, you got to go out and be wearing all Tom Ford shit and Michael Kors and Coach bags all the time. But what I'm saying is you got to have some type of sense of style, some type of sense of the ability to dress appropriately for appropriate occasions. You got to know when it's cool to rock the pony. You got to know when it's cool to rock the hoodie, to rock the joggers. When it's cool to rock the jeans with the heels and the blouse, or when to rock the little black dress, or when to rock the suit and tie, the vest or the sweater or the slacks. And all of that has to fit on you well. You have to be on top of your appearance. You ain't got to be super extra with it, but you got to be on top of it. That is where we're at. Number 4, number 5. You sure can't be funky and high quality. You can't. Next, you need to be in the company of high quality or high value people. You need to have those people in your circle. You got to have some friends that's high quality, that's high value. You got to have a varying friend group or sets of friends, right? You got to have the friends that, all right, you can kick it on the block with, but them ain't the friends that you could take to the dinner, to a fancy dinner date, to a fancy anything. Shit's been closed so long, I'm like, well, take them. Where can we take them? Where the fuck can we take them? You got to have some high quality friends. You have to have people that that inspire you to level up, that inspire you to be better. You have to have some of them people in your circle in order to be high value, high quality. That's important. Luckily, this list ain't long, y'all. This list ain't long. Right. You gotta have, yes, checks and balances with your friends. And you can't mix these friends. You can't mix these group of friends. You got your homies over here, but then you got your other set of friends over there. You don't mix them. High quality, high value people know that. Next, a high quality, high value person is well rounded and educated, not only in book smarts or smart at their job. They're well rounded and educated in a lot of different things. In addition, willing to learn new things and be teachable. High quality, high value people are always looking for ways to learn new information. To level up. They're always looking within their circle or who they're with. They're asking questions. They're actually sitting and listening to people when they speak to see what they can learn from them. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. There's a lot of people that fail at this one. Big fat F. No, don't mix them. Don't mix them. Big fat F. You know, you got to be versatile out here. You have to be versatile. There is not a group of people on earth that I couldn't have a conversation with. I can go from the homies to the boardroom, from one end to the next. And I'm always willing to listen, to learn things that I possibly didn't know. Next. Good job. Thank you. Appreciate you. Next is the willingness to help others. You know you can't be high quality, high value if you're not willing to help others. Yeah, sure. You got to be willing to help others. Now, I'm not saying that you're supposed to go out and try to save the world and feed all the homeless. But you need to do your best that you can to be of help. You need to be useful to your friend group, useful to people in your circle. There's no way you can be high quality or high value if you're not of use to the people around you. You have to be of use to others. You have to help others. You have to help and give and not do it with expectation of receiving something in return, but doing it out of the kindness of your heart and the love from within you to want to help others. Hennessy. Let me address that real quick, because I was having a conversation with someone about that very thing today, and this is what I help them see. Don't make other people suffer, and you have to withdraw a part of yourself because you allowed other people to use it and abuse it. That isn't fair. That's not fair to the next person. And instead of y'all being like, well, I'm not going to do something because someone else abused it before. You can't make that someone else's, the new person in your life's problem. And you can't hold that part of you back from yourself, because that means you haven't healed from the damage and the trauma that people who've used you have done to you. It wouldn't be fair. Wouldn't be fair. I'm just saying, when people say, I can't ever say I can't ever say somebody used me. I can't ever say somebody used me without knowing in the back of my mind, anybody that's used me in my life, I allowed it. And I knew they were using me when I did it, but I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. And I wanted to see the potential in them, even though they were showing me who the fuck they were. We allow people to use us. People just can't take, well, I'm just going to take your using. No, we allow it. And we usually know when it's happening. High quality people help others. High value people help others. Next. This one. Oh, man. This one's gonna hurt some feelings. But it's true. You got to have this one coming up. I'm gonna give y'all a breather. Just a quick moment before I do this. High quality, high value people do not Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. High quality, high value people are healed. They have tackled their traumas. They have a different view of the world and the people in it. They're healed. They don't allow their past experiences to dictate their future. They don't allow their emotions and their feelings to rule them and rule their behavior. Right? I know. Good point. High value, high quality people remain balanced. They, for the most part, know when and when not to speak, when and when not to act. They are well-rounded. They're eager. They try to remain objective at all times. Now, it's not always possible to remain objective at all times, but you can do it a good majority of the time. Remain objective. High quality people and high value people are master conversationalists. They can master any conversation that comes at them, and they can remain objective within it. High quality, high value people are natural teachers. And they teach from a position of objectiveness, not from a position of emotion and feelings and prior bad experiences. High value, high quality people are well-rounded with their traumas in check. They have to be. They have to be. They gotta be in check. I know, it's, the fellas like the red pill shows. they like the red pill stuff, and I don't talk red pill much of the time, but we're trying to educate, your counterparts, ladies, because some of y'all's need it. All right, so I hope y'all taking notes. Don't forget these, because these traits make you as an individual a well-rounded person. And as you haven't heard me say anything about, is money. Now, money makes our life easier in a lot of ways, but money doesn't dictate who we are as a person and whether we're a good person or not. Because I know a lot of shitty rich people, but I know a lot of good poor or middle class people. So that's why we don't bring money into the equation. Yes. Beautiful. Them are the qualities of a high value, high quality person, y'all. Them are it. And you can take them and you can mesh them together, and that would put you together with a well-rounded individual. Someone that's motivated, someone that has drive. They're all going to fit within this. The emotional intelligence, the being objective. There are a lot of people. Money doesn't ever come to the equation because money doesn't make a person high quality or high value or not. Yeah, I could post it. Money doesn't make you high quality or high value. I know shitty people with money. That would be saying, if we factored money in, that would make a person better than me because they had money. While I'm just a broke, struggling entrepreneur over here trying to educate y'all. I know Kevin Samuels likes to put money in there, but money's nice to have. It will definitely make life a lot easier, with a person that has some money. Well, yeah, but just because a 25-year-old will get with a 90-year-old, that necessarily didn't mean to her that he was high quality. That could have just meant to her that he's an old man with a bunch of money, and she hope he dies soon, and she hopes he leaves it to her. That wouldn't mean that she sees him as a high quality dude because he's a millionaire. I mean, if anything, that tells a lot more about her than him. See, a lot of women like to bring up money because too many women have been burned because they wasted their money on shitty dudes. And right now, money we'll say more so on the younger side of dating. That's all they talk about. Money, money, money. You gotta have 8-figure this. You gotta drive this. You gotta wear that. You gotta go here. You gotta go there. Let's use Sweetie, for example. And Quavo spending $2 million on her, and that wasn't enough. Money don't mean shit. If you have two people that can take care of themselves, you got two quality people that can take care of themselves. And occasionally, shower each other with gifts or whatever it is that they like. That's cool. Okay, here, listen. They do, but now in the IG chat, he said he's never seen women spend money on men. They do, but they do for the wrong dudes. The wrong dudes. My IG live just ended. Instagram hates me. Instagram hates a brother. Now in the IG chat, she was saying, what about? Or he was saying that women don't spend money on men. Now, generally, to the level that we spend money on women, no, he's right. But I have seen women spend money on men. But it's usually the wrong men. It's usually the wrong men, and then now they get this, this kind of attitude that, well, now I'm not gonna spend no money on no man. I'm not doing nothing for no man before because they got burned because they laid up with Loser Larry and funded Loser Larry bullshit. And then the next guy, they want to be like, well, no, I'm not going to spend any money now. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because Loser Larry used me and took all my money. And we got to stop doing that. Those type of statements are not statements of high quality people. Y'all got to get to the point where you say, you know what? Man, what happened with that person is what happened, right? I shouldn't have did it for this person. But I gladly do it again for the right person. That's a high quality, high value statement. You have to stop looking back, thinking negatively of something you did in the past. That's going to keep you in the past. That's not going to help you move to the future. There's no way you're going to get to the future with that kind of mindset. just because I've done things for women in the past and they weren't appreciated, and I've gone through things, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to do them for the next one that I feel special. Feel is special. I'm just going to hope this time around that I picked a better one than the ones in the past. That's really all I can do. And that's a super major thing to do. Choose better. High quality, high value people know how to attract and maneuver around other high quality, high value people. If you are not attracting a high quality, high value person, then you need to take a moment and put the mirror in front of yourself. And you got to ask yourself why. Why? Why aren't you attracting high quality, high value men? High quality, high value women? Why aren't you attracting them? Why do you keep attracting Pookie, Ray Ray, Keisha, Boobisha, Tanqueray, Alizé? Why? High quality, high value people make sure that they're attracting what they are. And they're doing the work and they're not making any excuses for it. No excuses. A high value, high quality person, for the most part, is a well-rounded, objective, emotionally intelligent, and mature person who maintains good character and integrity. And then you can sprinkle caring about their appearance on top. That's high value. That's high quality. When you go to a car lot, right? Let's say you're shopping for a car. This is good. This is good. Shopping for a car, okay? If you can only afford $30,000 car, okay? You know what $30,000 is going to get you. You know where that's going to put you. Let's say new, not used. We'll say new. That's going to put you, low base model, trucks, Camrys, Altimas, base model, probably base model, base model, maybe BMWs, maybe Jettas, Passats, Impalas, base model Chargers, base model 300s. You're attracted to go looking for those cars because that's all you can afford, right? You can't move. You can't ride over to the Lexus dealer thinking you gonna get something with that level of quality for 30,000. You're not going over to the BMW, the Mercedes dealership, the Infiniti dealership, the Porsche dealership, the Ferrari dealership. You're not going there thinking that you're going to find what you want for $30,000, right? You're not gonna get that. You have to afford it. You have to be able to afford it. And so in order to afford high value, high quality, and for the sake of people, because we don't buy people, is you have to be that yourself in order to attract that to you. You want a Lexus? Well, you better be in the market in similar class of Lexuses, of luxury cars that are in that range. That's the lane that you want to be in. You want to attract other people that are in your class. High quality, high value people want people in their class, but they also understand they have to be those very people. Now, if you high value, or so you say you are, in high quality, and you still over down looking at the Chevy dealership, looking at Trailblazers and Traxxas and that, and you take one home and you get disappointed, well, I mean, that's on you. That's the high quality. That's the high value shit, y'all. You have to be it in order to get it. And many of you, your mindset is holding you back from getting there. There's many of you that have the scarcity mindset, that have the mindset of I'm still attached to the past. I'm still attached to trauma. I'm still attached to hurt. High value, high quality people, they're not thinking about nobody from before. They're looking into their future. They're not looking back in their past. Because you're never going to move forward until you stop looking backwards. Yeah, I've been through some shit. We all have. But I try to remain as objective as possible. And anybody that knows me well knows I am actually very super objective. And if I feel like that you saying something that's just kind of holding you back, I'm gonna correct you. I'm gonna ask you is how's that working for you? What's that doing for you? Other than holding you back, it's definitely not propelling you forward. High value, high quality people know what's good for them, what's best for them, and they try to put themselves in the position to receive those things and receive those type of people. If you keep living in, what Lazy Larry did to me years ago, well, guess what? That's what you're gonna keep attracting, because that is the energy that you're putting out. That's what makes you high value. high quality. You're not out here caught up in drama, putting yourself in bullshit, dealing with nonsense. High value, high quality people aren't in any of that shit. Somebody was having an argument today about whether Derek Jackson was high quality, and half of the people in the room said no, and maybe a few of them were like, yeah, because he had money and he had fame. They felt like his money and fame made him high quality, but what he did as a person made him low quality. Didn't matter how much, it didn't matter how rich he is. What he did and what he's continuing to do makes him a low quality, low value individual. I don't care how much money is in his bank account. We are assessing people's value and quality based on them as human beings. And the traits that I shared with you earlier in this broadcast. Money's nice though, it is. I could use a little bit more of it myself. That's high quality, y'all. That's high value, y'all. Get it, get it. Take them notes, write it down, whatever it is you need to do. Put it on your refrigerator. These and this is really aimed towards the ladies. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. This is aimed towards the ladies because ladies, y'all be looking at almost none of these things when it comes to picking a mate. And these things are super important. And we're now finding out how important they are now that, you know, the king, Derek Jackson, has been thrusted off his throne. And then they're finding out. See, when you qualify people correctly and you vet people correctly and you look at these traits of high value, high quality people, you could recognize the deficiencies in a person like Derek Jackson. They would have been easily recognizable through the years. High quality, high value people are not out here intentionally doing things that man has been doing. We're all human. We're gonna all occasionally screw up. We can all be a little bit selfish at times. We can all be, you know, a little bit self-absorbed at times, but at times it's way different than all the time. Way different. Way different. High value, high quality people are about solutions. Solutions. High quality, high value people are not focused on what should be, but focused on what is. I talked about that this morning in my Instagram live. They're not sitting up complaining about how things should be. Those of you that were on that one, man, that one was good. I was on a roll. Boy, I was on a roll. Preaching. Like TD Jakes up in there. And then Instagram cut me off. Just no love, IG. Have you ever seen a person, like a stress-free person? Have you ever seen a person that everything to them is just so chill? Should you envy to be like a person like that sometimes? Something bad happened, and they're like, oh well, we'll take care of it. It's good. That's the kind of person I strive to be. It's hard. Trust me. Trust. It's hard. They know it'll get taken care of. They'll handle it. They're not gonna make one complaint about it. It'll just get handled. Have y'all ever been around people like that? Them are some of the coolest, chillest people to be around. I love being around people like that. They gonna get it done. It'll get fixed. Go outside and the car broke. Alright, well, it sucks for now. Well, I'll just take it in and take it in the shop tomorrow. I'll just call this Uber. And that's it. They ain't dwelling on it. They're not freaking out. They're not complaining. They're not losing their shit. It's nice. It's nice being around them kind of people. I love that. They just bring a certain energy into the room that's just lovely. Lovely. I aspire to be more like that. And I encourage y'all to be more like that. I encourage y'all to you get off this live and you get on Instagram, you do whatever, and you don't get yourself involved in some of the bullshit that you see people getting involved in. You sometimes say, oh, no, you know what? No, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not even going to be bothered. You're not gonna ask yourselves all the time, well, why? Well, why this? Well, why is it a double standard? Well, why do they get to do this? Or why can't I have to do this? You gotta maintain a high level of intelligence and maturity and stop asking so many why questions and just understand that it is. Unless you can actively change it. That goes back into the emotional maturity, the emotional intelligence part. Them the qualities, them it. You gotta have them, and you gotta look the part. Get them nails did. Keep that beard trim, keep that fade. Get in that gym, drink them protein shakes, put that McDonald's down. You're going to have to do these things if you want to attract what you feel are high quality people. And if you're missing some of these items, and understand, this ain't even fancy shit. This ain't even complicated shit. This is basic shit. And understand, there's a lot of people that miss the mark on this basic traits. We could have a whole lot more high quality people around us if they just realized or had the ability to maintain these basic traits. High quality people, high value people make life easy around you. I had a friend, this is my best friend, man. he moved. He moved for his job, and I never replaced him. That was a high quality dude. We used to us and the fellas. We used to get dressed up. We used to go to the speakeasy. We used to puff cigars. We put on our suits and shit. We always took care of each other. If one dude got put on, we all got put on. If an opportunity came up that we knew, one of the homies could use, could benefit from, we hook the homie up. We make the call. We all had nice looking women. We all are doing good for ourselves. That's high quality, high value people that you put yourselves around. I never heard this. Man, I envied my boy because I've never heard that dude ever, in the presence of anybody, say something ill about another person. Now, if he did it on the low at his house with his girl, I don't know. But I ain't never heard it. I've never heard or seen anything of him criticize, talk about, even like show any ill will towards anybody, any beef, any anger. Just a cool, chill, everything that ever happened in his life, to him it was like it's whatever, on to the next one, on to the better. Never looked back. He never looked back. Loved kicking it with him. That was one of my real good homies that I learned a lot from, just from being around him, and how he carried himself, and how I saw him manage and treat other people. He was well liked anywhere. You couldn't find a person that could say anything bad about this person. If they did, you really had to dig. You really had to try real hard. You had to reach fucking the depths of the ocean. That was high quality, high value man right there. We always made sure each other ate. We always put each other on. Them are the people you want in your circle. So I hope, I didn't talk a lot of high quality tonight. I hope that y'all are doing inventory on yourselves. And that you got the goods. Got the goods to get the job done. You got the goods to do it. I hope y'all do. I really, really do. Y'all got lucky. I let y'all slide tonight. I ain't forced nobody to come up. But we're gonna be doing that soon. I'm gonna be moving to a call-in format soon. Somebody asked me today, but why are you doing that? I'm doing that because it's one thing to sit in comments and say shit in comments, but it's another to actually have to get up in the hot seat and put that same energy up. So we're going to be having y'all call in. Talking to your boy. Now, that's where I'm at for high quality, high value. I wanted to dip back into, for those of you that came in later, this Derek Jackson thing. And there's a piece of it that I really wanted to talk about, in which there's a guy, I don't know if y'all follow this dude, but his name's Ace Metaphor. And I followed him. I liked him because I thought he wasn't before too Derek Jackson-y, like he's not Derek Jackson, but he's tolerable. I agree with some stuff he says, not all of it. It's mostly Derek Jackson like, but some of it's some sense, right? And so this week he was all taken up for Derek. He was all gung-ho on his side and shit. And today, my trusty assistant sent me an email or a message saying, "Have you seen this?" And I was like, "Nah." And it was a video, because I've been on Ace's lives all week, but for somehow I missed this one. I think this one was either earlier this morning or yesterday. And he came out mad as hell now at Derek. Couldn't believe that dude was doing what he was doing after the third chick came out today and said what she said. He went back and he was like, okay, I was wrong. I was wrong about my boy. Because he went in this week on some people. He went in on the people that were going in on Derek Jackson and just letting them have it. And he was, he was taking up for homeboy hardcore. I almost lost a little respect for him this week just for that. But you know what? One of the first things he said when he got on camera today was like, "Yo, I was wrong. I was supporting this dude like this, and now I see why y'all were saying what you were saying. Now I see y'all were doing what you were doing." Right? That's a high value, high quality move right there. Saying, you know what? Yo, I was wrong. I didn't handle that right. I went off too quickly, too emotionally. I wasn't really trying to hear what y'all were saying. That's a high value, high quality trait right there. And even though earlier this week I had lost a little bit of respect for him because of the way he was sticking up for Derek, I gained a little bit of that back today. And before we wrap it up, one last trait of a high quality, high value person is they're going to be who they are, and they're not going to care what you say or what you think about them. Now, they're not going to throw that in your face. They're not going to, some people that have that attitude, they're too in your face with it. High quality, high value people are not too in your face with it. They're just being who they are, and they're being honest. They're going to give it to you straight, and that's how they roll. They're not going to they're going to be tactful, but they're not going to try to pander you, but they're not going to try to intentionally hurt your feelings or anything like that. They're going to give it to you straight. They're going to say, this is what it is. They're going to say, this is who I am. I'm not trying to feed you anything that I'm perfect or I'm anything but what I'm showing you. And that is how high quality, high value people move. And if you aren't moving like that, then you need to do some inventory on yourself. And high quality, one last one. There's one last one. High quality, high value people never, ever, ever, ever overvalue themselves. Overvalue themselves. Or make themselves out to be a higher quality than what they are. They never do that. High quality, high value people are some of the most humble people I know. You ask them what they is on a scale of 1 to 10, a lot of them will say 5, 6, 7. And they might damn well near be a fucking 10. They're humble with it. They're not walking around saying that they're all that. Because high value, high quality people know that you being all that based on what you think of yourself is completely different than if somebody else was asked if you were or not. That, y'all. That's high quality shit. High quality people right there. That's it. I hope y'all took them notes. I'm going to be on y'all lives for Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. For now, that is the schedule for now, y'all. I have not picked my topic for Sunday's live stream, but I will put it up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you. Share these videos with people that you think will need to see them. Like the broadcast. I would appreciate that. Thank y'all for rocking with me this week. Been coming on the lives. It's been a good week. I've been having fun with Derek. I've been having fun. And I'm trying to wean myself off of talking about him. Trying to be done. But y'all keep sending me bomb-ass memes. I said yesterday I wasn't going to post no more. And then what did I do? I posted like 4 more. But I appreciate you. Please like and share the broadcast. Oh, and another thing. My last episode of season 2 of the podcast dropped a few days ago. So go check it out. Season 3 will be starting in a few weeks. I will post the hard date when the season is ready. But again, y'all have a good weekend. Thank you for participating, watching the broadcast. I appreciate you. If you need some coaching, go over to deeperone.com and book a session. Come get this work. I'm out.